How do you use soup vision? What's the benefit there?
You throwing the bad guys off, throwing people off. This alien's like, I gotta conquer this planet. I'm gonna give them soup vision. They just lose their balance. Everybody
Uh,
they can't stay upright. Soup
I've got
vision.
I got a feeling that soup vision and cake confusion get along very well together.
Jeez.
Man, my eyes and my mouth and my nut, I'm just messed up.
Welcome back to Two Dudes. I'm Noah,
And I'm Kyle.
and together we are the Two Dudes.
Last week's conversation started with fan fiction and kind of devolved from there.
Pretty typical for us.
Especially when our only goal is to be so chaotic that the only thing consistent is the Mountain Dew.
And this week we are discussing.
Disgusting.
We
That's
are discussing, which might be disgusting, next gen consoles.
That's not maybe, who knows? Could get weird. But we're not talking about Xbox's Project Helix X, which is their next generation console, or Sony's PlayStation 6. We're not talking about those.
No, we're talking about like the PlayStation 10, Xbox's future with like full dive, Sword Art Online capabilities.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, you gotta see it. For the sake of our audience, let's quickly discuss what full dive even is. Are you familiar with full dive? That
I am
term?
not. I've heard that term used in Sword Art Online, but give us that explanation, Kyle. What is full dive capability?
Little bit of a buzzword in the sci-fi industry, but it's becoming less and less sci-fi. We're getting closer to it. Full dive is kind of where like your consciousness enters the game. So you experience the game, you feel like you legitimately are in the game. That is your person. You can feel pain. You can feel the wind blowing on your clothes. You can feel your socks get wet.
Not in a good way.
Not
or in a good way.
I don't know. But you feel all those things, you experience all those things because it's all in your head. You're kind of playing the game in your mind, and that's full dive. We're getting closer to that. Crazy stuff. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
I've owned a Oculus headset, and it's pretty dope. It's pretty awesome. Do I want to necessarily, feel or smell the things I'm playing? But it'd be very interesting.
Do I want to feel myself get shot in Call of Duty?
Yeah. Do I want to smell an ape from Gorilla Tag? No, I don't think so.
Could be interesting. But we're not here to talk about the things that could be interesting. We're here to talk about absurd things that absolutely are interesting. So with that said, my first question for you, Noah, is when will an hours played straight record no longer be relevant? And to clarify, we're going off of this idea of full dive. So people are becoming so involved in the game consciously that their bodies are being like hooked up to machines and on life support, and people are just living their lives in a game. At what point do you think we'll get there?
Okay. I think when they say when life becomes the game, game is life, life is game. That's when they're, that's when it becomes
next. People are already there. You're saying we're here.
I'm gonna say when your body becomes AFK.
Okay. Let's run with that. I've got questions about that. Like, how far off do you think that is when your body is considered AFK? Being awake is considered AFK.
Right. Let's say, I'm thinking in the future. Let's say we're like, let's say they implement glasses or like some kind of like headband, some kind of neural headband, or like an earpiece, and you forget, you leave it on, you go to work, and you're like doing work things, and you're actually like as an adventurer, though, in this, Dungeons and Dragons type of
Just
world, and they're like,
take it
what are you
off.
doing sitting down on this rock, just waving your fingers in the air? Are you trying to cast a spell? And no, they're just like coding or something. They're just like at their coding job.
Can you imagine if that
they
was casting a spell in a game and everyone's like, take cover? He's AFK, look out!
yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Man, the dude's on X Games mode.
That's funny. Yeah, I think that's something we could be looking forward to in the future potentially.
Oh man.
Jeez. All right. My first question for you, Kyle, is, we're thinking in the future, 20, 30, however many years, what will the Xbox be called?
What will the Xbox be called? All right, let's do this. Factor X.
Oof. Skip.
X marks the spot.
Oh my gosh. No, they're going to do that soon. They're probably going to do that next year. No.
Probably.
Skip.
That's true. That's true. X's and O's.
Oh my gosh.
Hugs and kisses, baby.
Get out of here.
Satya's X. Do you know who Satya is?
No.
He's Microsoft's CEO.
Oh my gosh.
Satya's X. We got Hard Light. I think that goes hard.
Hard Light. Okay. All right. I want to hear this.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you didn't get to the dumb one. Do you want to know what the dumb one was?
Do I need to hear? Okay.
You could pick between if you want me to defend Hard Light, or I was just going to keep going, and eventually I was just going to be like Todd, and we were going to end up defending Todd.
I want to hear more
which
of
one?
Hard Light.
Okay, Hard Light. Hard Light is a really cool concept. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the concept of Hard Light as a thing. Do you know? Okay, so Hard Light is.
I like lights, and then I know about getting hard, but I don't.
Oh dear.
Once again, I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Hard light is light in its solid form. And so like there have been guns in like Destiny where it's like you shoot projectiles that are hardened light, so they move super fast because it's light, but it also will like ricochet off buildings and stuff. And it carries very little mass. And so it ricochets a bunch. It's a really interesting concept. But recently there was a experiment done in the last year, I want to say maybe a couple of years, where they froze light for like just the tiniest amount of time, but they like froze it in an instant. One of the coolest things. But people believe that there's something to be said, that there's potential there for data transfer using light if we can use hard light and attach data to it. Could be really interesting. Snooze fest for all of you who are in here for the absurdities that we get into, but a really interesting concept. And so yeah, if they get into data transfer with hard light, then we just might see the Xbox hard light.
Yeah, I picked up on all that. That was good.
Oh man, I got to keep my nerding out to a minimum.
What's your next question for me, Kyle?
All right, question 2. Q2, when the PlayStation 10 is released, what functionality will they be boasting?
Okay, PlayStation 10. They're going to be boasting controllers surgically installed into your body.
Whoa,
surgically installed controller.
No, I want to hear this. That's interesting.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Let's run with it.
Jeez, off the first bat. Okay.
I know, but that's interesting.
So I'm thinking, with the surgically installed controller, I'm thinking thumbsticks into the palms of your hand.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have them custom made, and you can just
interesting.
That's weird. I lean a lot on racing games, so I'm thinking some kind of pressurized something in your foot, because like racing games are huge,
Yeah.
So something for
they're big into like the chairs and the full rig, the whole setup.
Or maybe they just put the joysticks on your nipples, and you're just like,
stop. Oh my gosh,
that's also an option.
So many people would do that. I'm not even kidding.
There
are so many people that would have nipple Joy-Cons, and
easy.
It'd become a fetish. I'm certain of it. I'm certain there would be people out there that'd be like, they got that. They got that.
Jeez. Yeah, but I mean, you could legitimately, you could probably see somebody doing something like this. Like if it was an option that offered, you have to know people
Yeah.
some people would jump on this for sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's not a stretch to talk about like the ring, right? The Aura ring or whatever,
Sure. Right.
which
Yeah.
which already has like like controller like functionality, but you just
Mhm.
do it to where it's like embedded in the skin. It's the same thing, but it's just always there. Yeah, not a far cry from reality. Crazy.
My next question for you, Kyle, is it's another PlayStation one. What useless feature will
Useless.
PlayStation add in the future? What useless feature?
Okay, we're gonna hit the priorities here. Toasting
Okay.
food. Toasting food.
Why? I could already do that on my PS5. I could already cook a slice of pizza if I wanted to. This thing
Just
is like,
runs that hot.
I'll just plug your PS4 in and no, I'll just cook. I'll just cook a piece of pizza on there. No,
All right,
next.
all right. Built-in Febreze mister.
Oh man, gamers are stinky. That's true, but nah.
Next. Mom AI.
Oh, oh, yes. I want to hear this. I want to hear this. Yes.
All right. The mom AI. Okay, these guys aren't taking care of themselves. All right, and there's already a huge percentage of people out there with mommy issues or whatever complexes, what have you. People are going to use it because it's beneficial for their health. People are going to use it because they have issues. There's definitely a market for it, but the large majority of the population is going to be like, why the heck does the new PlayStation have a mom AI?
Yeah.
It's
gonna be like, you died, and it's gonna be like, it's okay, sweetie. It's all right. You can try better next time.
You've been playing for 3 hours.
Man.
It's lunchtime.
I like it. That was great. It was great.
Got the mom AI. PlayStation with the mom AI. I am so happy. I'm so excited for this third question for you. This is a doozy. Okay. I need you to like mentally prepare yourself for a difficult question to answer. It is yes or no, but it's a doozy. Lock in. Here we go. Suppose that the day you die, you wake up and are told this. Jonathan, so you're called by a different name. You've been playing the game of life. You've been playing for 2 hours, and your real memories will return over the next 15 minutes. Would you like to play again?
Oh, man. No.
No.
I don't know if I can go through that again. Oh, my gosh. You've been playing for 2 minutes?
Been playing for 2 hours.
2 hours.
Been playing for 2 hours. And let's say that you live to be like the average age, like 80
I
years
don't
old.
know.
You played for 2 hours.
That could be fun though. It's giving me like The Good Place vibes. Have you seen that show, The Good Place?
Yeah.
It's giving me like you get to retry. That could be fun. I could see that because then, I mean, it depends if do you retain your memories from like your past trial?
You do, because it's saying your memories will return. So like you wake up and you're thinking, I'm Noah. Like you wake up and you're like, where am I? I died. I'm Noah. And you have all of these memories, but then over the next 15 minutes, your real memories start flooding in and it starts to fade like a dream.
Okay. Yeah, if I get to keep my real memories, then okay. Yeah. I'd do it again. I'd probably do it again.
It's crazy, right?
That is crazy. Wow.
That's a wild...
That is wild.
It's a wild thing to mess with. Jeez. Should I force you to take a new take?
There's only 2 options.
There's only 2 options.
My third question for you, Kyle, not as epic as that. In the future, all video games are free. Okay? You don't have to pay anything. They're all ads and subscriptions supported. That's how they earn their funding.
Okay.
Your favorite game, Destiny. This is Destiny 10, and it's just like Destiny 1. It is an awesome and amazing game.
Remake.
You're like gonna live the nostalgia. But every time there's a boss fight, there's an ad that happens in the middle of a boss fight.
No.
What ad plays during the middle of a Destiny boss fight?
Oh no! This is a futuristic ad for Destiny 10. Okay, we'll go through a few. Febreze.
No.
I'm thinking of things that like gamers would want or need. Febreze, like a Pop-Tart ad.
No, no,
A new kitchen set. Big spender. No.
no. And remember, we're full dive probably at this point. So you're
Oh,
full
that's true.
dive while you're
Full
playing.
dive.
What's something a
Ad
full dive
comes
person would
across.
need, or be
Oh
like,
man.
oh yeah.
The latest intestine cleaner.
Yeah. Oh, a detox plan. Yeah,
Detox.
dude,
Okay,
I
we'll
like
run
it.
with that. We'll run with a detox plan. You're getting sold. You're not just getting sold an item anymore. You're getting sold like a service, a detox service for your full dive. They come once a week and they just like you're unconscious. And they
Yeah,
just
playing this
like
video game.
flush you.
Oh my
You're in
gosh,
good hands. Your
there's
privacy will be kept safe. No images will be taken of
yeah,
you in your compromised state.
there's money to be made. That was
Oh,
good. I liked
that's
it.
interesting.
I like that. That was
That is
good.
so fun.
Wouldn't that be crazy? A crazy future, like, oh, video games are free. All video games are free.
Yeah.
And then they just fill them with ads and subscriptions, and yeah,
Mhm.
you're in the middle of something important, and then oh, here's an ad.
Yeah. I mean, I think about it a lot where the world we live in seems to feel more and more like it's getting more free in some extent. I'm not talking about like cost of living. I'm not talking about housing prices. I'm talking about like when you think about music, right? And it's like this $6 subscription. And our kids are going to be like, man, you paid like per song? You
Yeah,
paid like
right on iTunes.
you paid $1 for every song you want to. I listen to like 1,000 songs a year. Like I would pay $1,000 if so. In a way, things feel like they're getting more free, but at the same time, it's like you almost get into this habit of consuming more music to make it feel kind of worth it in a way. Because back then I was like, no, I got my 20 songs that I like. I don't need to buy another song. It was a different market, you know?
Hmm.
It's a totally
Yeah,
different thing. And then streaming becomes a thing and everyone's like, I just got to consume it all.
yeah, yeah.
So it is weird.
Yep,
I could
it's the
see
future.
there being some catch. You know, video games are
Right.
free, but
Yeah. Yep.
there's something to it. Well, this week, we're doing our normal segment, Wrong Universe. We love this segment. We're doing Team Builder. Let us know how you like it. Like, drop comments, talk to us, help us improve. But this is how it works. Wrong Universe is where we combine things that normally aren't in the same conversation. This week, we are building teams made entirely of aliens from Lilo and Stitch. However, these are Jamba's unfinished experiments. Each of us will draft 6 original experiments. After both teams are complete, we'll submit them to ChatGPT to determine a winner. And I also must add that I found some interesting info regarding the experiments that I thought was worth sharing. No, we talked about this earlier. The different series in the Lilo and Stitch experiments. Did you know that?
No. Ohana means family. That's all I know. That's all I know.
Ohana
That's
means
it.
family. And
Ohana
family.
means family.
Yeah. So I didn't know this, but because each of the experiments has their number, you know, experiment 126, experiment 626, which is Stitch. They each have their number if you watch the TV show, but each of those numbers, the number that it starts with, whether it's a 0, 1, 2, all the way down to 6, they have like a purpose. So the 0 series is Jamba's test batch, including many household helpers. I remember like a cleaning experiment. You gotta watch the show. Have you ever gone back and watched an old show that you watched as a kid?
Sure. Yeah.
And that to me, they're almost always awful. Wizards of Waverly Place, awful. Ugh.
Oh man, you're gonna get some hate in the comments there.
Unwatchable as an adult.
Really?
It's just
Oh.
bad as an adult. As a kid, I loved it. But this one, Lilo and Stitch, the show, very watchable. So good. As an
Interesting.
adult, still a banger. But anyways, the 0 series is Jamba's test batch, household helpers. 1 series is civic disturbances. The 2 series is technological and scientific. The 3 series is psychological. The 4 series is top secret, mysterious series of militaristic and mostly failed experiments. The 5 series is elemental and environmental manipulators. And the 6 series, which Stitch is from, that's our battlefield and doomsday experiments with galactic implications. There's also Yeah, there's like this in Disney's Stitch Experiment 626 featured an experiment series numbered as 700, which were mass produced by Jumba and served as enemies in this game. So because of that, and I've talked a lot. Because of that, we are two dudes. We invade media. That's the goal. We want Mountain Dew as our sponsor. We're going to make that happen someday, but that comes with their approval. This is something where we can take it into our own hands. We're making the 8 series. The 8 series, 800 and up, is going to be two dudes, alien experiments from Lilo and Stitch. This is our stuff now. We have invaded it. It's canon. And whenever someone talks to you about it, you're just going to have to be like, oh, yeah, do you remember that 800 series? Are you ready to show them your team?
Sure. Yeah, I am ready. And just to clarify, we're going to having ChatGPT gauge the winner.
Yeah. And it doesn't know anything.
You know, it doesn't know anything.
It knows that these are Lilo and Stitch experiments, but that's
it. Correct. My first experiment was experiment 801, and its ability is fear aura. Experiment I had 803. The ability was soup vision. Take that as you will. Soup vision. Experiment 805. Its ability is distraction.
That one got me a little distraction. Pocket sand.
New girl. Experiment 807. I had the ability was cake confusion. Experiment 809, volume crank. And experiment 811, ability emotional damage. Emotional damage.
Yeah, so Noah's rocking all the odds there. I'm rocking the evens. Experiment 800 with the ability heavy sit. Experiment 802, smell swap. Experiment 804 got the ability sticky fingers.
The sticky fingers.
Sticky bandits. Experiment 806, scissor hands. Got to get your reference to Edward Scissorhands in there. Experiment 808. That's a drum, baby. We're rocking rhythm hypnosis as an ability. Very proud of that one. Experiment 810, ability careless extravagance. Now I need an explanation on cake confusion.
On cake confusion, I thought I could go two ways. One, you make a cake who doesn't like cake and get confused, and then they're like, "Oh, yum, cake." But I also was like, you can also have a nice cake on the backside, all the same. And then they're just like, "Oh, whoa, cake over there, some cake over there."
Dude, that's funny. That's funny. You got cake confusion. I really like volume crank. Like a sound-based ability.
And for the 808, the Roland 808's like your classic beat drum in music production. So rhythm hypnosis sounds baller. Sounds great. Smell swap. Smell swap.
The whole idea there was that he could like suck in, like sniff in one smell, and then like breathe out and put a new smell on an object. So he could make flowers smell like farts. He could just swap what things smelled like, and it would really mess with people. That was my idea. But the thing is ChatGPT doesn't get that context. It doesn't know what our intent behind the abilities are. So are you ready to hear the verdict?
I thought you were going to ask about soup vision, but that's all right.
Oh, you're absolutely right. How did I forget about soup vision? How did I forget about soup? I'm just picturing like eyes with like liquid in the bottom, like they do in the cartoons, where like half the eye when they get drowned or something, and they come back up and half their eyes are water. Yeah. Or as they spit out the water, the eyes just drain. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yep. Nope. That's it. That's a better explanation than I could ever come up with. I think you own soup vision.
No,
that should be yours now.
How do you use soup vision? What's the benefit there?
You throwing the bad guys off, throwing people off. This alien's like, I gotta conquer this planet. I'm gonna give them soup vision. Then they just like lose their, and there's like they just lose their balance. Everybody can't they can't stay upright. Soup vision.
I got a feeling that soup vision and cake confusion get along very well together. Man, my eyes and my mouth and my nut, I'm just messed up.
I want to look at that cake, but I just can't.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny. Yeah, let's see what ChatGPT said.
So we
I
plugged
don't
all these into ChatGPT and gave it
Yeah,
a prompt, and we're saying who wins, not giving any context, so no bias.
no bias at all. Last time it was me, and we had a theory. Do you remember what the theory was? We had a
Mm,
theory that because I own the ChatGPT account and
okay,
it knows my
right,
name, that it was going to
yeah,
choose me. I'm in the same thread. I haven't even left the thread. I kind of got ChatGPT on a
okay,
thread that we like, how it's
okay.
thinking and the response it's outputting. So we're on the same thread, and it had you winning this time.
Wow,
It said Noah's team
nice.
wins, and it feels very decisive. It said Kyle's experiments feel like classic Lilo and Stitch side characters. Weird, specific, kind of lovable, and how oddly niche their powers are. You can totally imagine them causing chaos in a fun, almost accidental way. Rhythm, hypnosis, sticky fingers, scissor hands. They'd make great episodes. They're entertaining. But Noah's experiments feel like the ones Jamba Jukiba would have locked up tighter than the rest. Oh, wow. Fear aura, emotional damage, volume crank. These don't just cause mischief, they take over the room. They disrupt people, environments, entire situations. Even the sillier ones like cake confusion feel dangerous in that classic Lilo and Stitch way where something sounds dumb until it absolutely ruins everything. Kyle's team feels like experiments that would get adopted and hang out with Lilo. Noah's team feels like the ones that would take an entire episode to contain. And in that universe, the experiments that are hardest to control are usually the most powerful, which makes Noah's team feel less like a collection of characters and more like a problem. Nicely
Yeah,
done.
baby. Yeah, Soup Vision
Well,
for the win.
Sufficient didn't even get mentioned. That's crazy. With that said, we're gonna move on to our next game. It's kind of fun when we do the team builders because they're like we get like two game segments.
Yeah,
I feel
no,
like
it's great. Yeah,
when we do
it's
bracket or something like that, it's like two discussion segments, and this kind of gives us two game segments to play with.
yeah, I think it's great. It leads us right into our third segment, IMDb Battle. An IMDb Battle, if you've been watching with us, is a game where each of us selects 3 entries from a category, and we earn points equal to their IMDb scores. This week we are looking for musicals with the lowest rating. So we're going golf scores. Lowest score win. Kyle, what's your first pick here for
Yeah, you
your
got to go first
lowest
last
score
time.
musical? Yeah, I went first last time, so it's your turn.
Oh man, I love that the Disney movies are considered musicals. Let's go. Sequels are never good. They never get good ratings. Let's go Grease 2. Everybody knows Grease, but I feel like
Man.
Grease 2.
Good
Those
pick.
sequels, man. Let's see.
All right.
Come on, low. Come on, low. Oh,
Oh,
we got a
man.
banger. 4.6. Let's
Grease
get
2.
it
Wow.
started.
Wow. Jeez.
And as we do this, like, we always want to invite you guys, play along. Try and beat our scores. We'll give you our scores at the end. You are up.
Sure, I have Cats.
That's such a good one.
Didn't they just redo it with like Taylor Swift or
They
something
did,
in it?
dude. Well, it was everyone was talking about I think we're gonna have to I'm gonna have to find a way to navigate this so we don't have to bleep it. But Jason Derulo, do you remember Jason Derulo's in it, and he was lumpier downstairs.
Oh my.
And everybody was talking about it.
Oh man, I did not watch the movie. I just heard it was horrible.
I think Jason Derulo is in the okay. No way, dude.
Oh man, it's got high. It's probably like in the 6s, isn't it?
Opposite. It's the lowest I've seen.
Oh my.
We're talking half of the rating for Velocipaster. It got a 2.8. It got a 2.8.
I feel like we need to watch this movie.
Oh my gosh. If for no other reason than to see lumpy Jason Derulo. Woo. Cats at 2.8. That is gonna. That puts you in a really good spot. Okay. Okay. We could do this. We gotta lock in. And I'm taking Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny. I think that could go one of two ways.
Interesting.
A lot of people like Tenacious D. Jack Black is always a banger. Yeah, it's low, but it's not. It's nothing special. 6.8. I wouldn't even say it's not even really low. It's mid. Dang, that's bad.
Okay. And sticking with the theme of doing sequels, my next pick, I have Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again.
Okay, 6.6. The problem is you're still increasing the lead.
2.5 is.
You've beaten me every round. Okay, let's see. We can do this. I need our supporters. Give me knowledge. This episode won't be posted for another 2 weeks, but speak to me. Into the Woods didn't do great. I didn't like it, at least. I know some people really liked it. I don't think the movie did well. I think a lot of people like the musical, and I love Chris Pratt, but it's not Chris Pratt. It's Chris Pine. I love Chris Pine, but 5.9. That's totally not going to be enough to win, but 5.9 isn't bad. Okay. Do you even want to know
what I need to win?
Yeah. All right. As long as you don't have something with a rating of 8 or higher.
Well, my next pick, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can classify this as a full musical.
Okay.
There's definitely music in it. You can get judges or not, whether or not it's acceptable. There's a Vanilla Ice movie called Cool as Ice.
Interesting. I wonder what IMDb labels it as. It's labeled as raunchy comedy, drama, music, romance. So I'll give it to you. It's got music in there. Yep. You got a 3. You annihilated me this round. Oh my gosh. Dude, if any of you guys can beat Noah in this match without doing research, you got to be honest with us here, because Noah put up a performance.
Don't do any research. Think of your favorite musicals, or just think of musicals, or look up a list of musicals without ratings, and just try and beat my score.
Dang, that is crazy. Yeah, and the ratings got to come from IMDb, whether you agree with them or not. That's where we get our ratings from. But, wow, incredible. But you put up an incredible performance, and it is really shocking to me that with a performance like that, we haven't gotten our sponsorship.
Mountain Dew, where you at, dog? Come on, man.
What are you doing? And we can't get this sponsorship. This is something we cannot do without you. You
DEW. Do.
It's right in the. It's right in the.
It's everywhere. Dew's everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
We need your help. Comment at Mountain Dew and all of our stuff. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok.
Patreon.
Get all over it. We're all over it. Get all over us.
And never forget that we're the 2 dudes.
We'll see you dudes later.